sent thee to guide me, I am his forevermore. Blessed Lord, help me to carry the light of thy divine spirit into the world, that I may never cast gloom over any heart. May the holy radiance shine in my face and find expression through my words and actions. Grant unto me the power to cheer the sad, comfort the distressed, and bring thy blessing to all lives that touch my life.
Good morning, everyone.
Good morning.
Good morning. So, on the occasion of Dr. Maria Montessori's birthday, I would like to extend a very, very warm welcome to all of you. We have a few things planned out for the day and we hope you really enjoy it. We would like to start by requesting Mr. Deshmukh and Mr. Prithvi to come and light the lamp. So we have a small prayer that we've planned and we'd like to start off with that.
शक्ति देना मन विजय करे दूसरों की जैसे पहले खुद को जय करे हमको मन की शक्ति देना वेद
Montessori's life, we now have a presentation by Sneha and team. This presentation will basically talk about her work, the Montessori movement in India, and how it took off worldwide. Sneha, over to you.
Somebody has to
Yeah. Okay. Hello everyone. Today we are celebrating the birthday of Dr. Maria Montessori. As we all know, she was a great visionary, an educator, and her concepts and ideas, even after so many years, is being followed in the Montessori method. I just want to go through the journey of her life. What were her developmental ideas, her journey. So it's an inspiration to all of us even after so many years. She was born in August 31st, 1870. Today is her birthday, and after so many years, her concepts and her ideas still inspire us. So I just want to present this short presentation to show her ideas and her life. So Dr. Maria Montessori, as we all know, she was born in Italy in 1870, and her family moved to Rome, and she continued her studies, and she enrolled in a technical school, which was very unusual at the time. So she was very determined. She had a goal that she wanted to do something different. So she pursued a technical school, and after her graduation, her parents wanted to go to teaching, but she actually wanted to go to medical school. So at that time, a lot of women were not in the field, and it was very unusual, but she had a lot of dreams. So she wanted to go to medical school. So she went to medical school, and even though there were a lot of barriers for women at the time, she passed all those barriers with her determination, and she became the first doctor in Italy. So the next clips shows about her profession as a doctor. Of course, she was employed in the hospital, and she was very determined and focused in her work. She used to visit a lot of asylums for the insane, and she used to work with mentally disabled children. So it was at that time that it became a turning point in her life. When she was working with those children, there were a lot of materials which were designed for those children, specifically scientifically designed. And when she was working with those materials, she realized that what if we use the same materials, with normal children, and if we give them more independence and focus, it could become a good path for their development. So the next few clips are about how she changed from a physician to an educator, and that was a turning point in her life. Usually people see everything, including education, in one point of view. So, but she dared to, see it in a different point of view. So this slide actually shows how she, with her, I think, change in perception probably, she decided that a new method can be evolved. So she started, using the techniques in the Montessori method. So she established the first Casa di Bambini, which was the Montessori house for children, and it became very popular.
concept was very new, that children should be given more independence, and with that freedom, they'll have more motivation to learn, and this concept became very popular all over the world. So she experimented with a lot of materials, and she kept the ones that were very for kids, which was useful. So after a lot of experiments, she wrote a book which became very popular. That was her first book, and it came in the bestseller list, and her methods and methodologies became very popular. So it spread all over the world, the Montessori method. So the training programs became very popular, and so she dedicated her entire life for this method, and she traveled all over the world with this message. She had come to India, and at that time, even though it was new, it became very popular in India. And these were all the problems that she faced during that time. Yeah, even though she came for a very small time, just to train the teachers in India, she stayed here for a very long time, and her inspiration was very strong, and she met a lot of leaders, and she had a very good time in India. So even today, her concepts are being inspiring to a lot of people, not only women, to all of us, because she broke through all the barriers, and she developed this new perception, which is a different whole new angle towards education. So we are celebrating the legacy of her work today, and applauding all the beautiful thoughts and ideas she had, which changed the whole concept of education. Thank you so much.
Right.
So thanks, Neha. We now have a skit put up by Pavitra and her team. I'll just give you a short brief about the skit, so set the context. The name of the skit is The Chick's Education. The original story is by Rabindranath Tagore called Tota Kahani, and this was first published in a Bengali magazine called Sabuj Patra in 1924, and later translated to many Indian languages. The original story was modified by an IIT graduate called Amit Deswal, and the skit we are enacting today is based on this modification. So the footnote that we would like to add here is, I know in the Montessori world nothing imaginary is, we don't really encourage imaginary things, but we've taken the life of the chicks, so because they were best suited for human tendency. So that's why we've adapted this.
Yeah.
This peacock, he dance very beautiful. He dances when it rains. Yes. Caw, caw, caw.
Hi friends.
Hi.
Hello.
Yeah.
I have a big group of friends. And I love sharing. I never eat anything without sharing.
Indeed. Good morning, children.
Good morning.
How are you all today?
Fine.
Shall we start the class?
Yes.
So who are we?
Birds.
And what do we do?
Sing.
And
Fly.
and we also build
Nest.
Yes. We are made for singing, flying and building nest. Today you're all small, but when you grow up, you will have to fly, you will have to sing and build nest. So would you like to learn to sing?
Yes.
Have you heard your mommy papa singing?
Yes.
Good. I'm going to teach you singing. I'm going to sing and you're going to repeat after me. Okay? Yes, listen carefully. Coo, coo, coo. Sing. Shh. No. This is not how you sing. Cuckoo, would you like to show them how to sing? Very good, Cuckoo. Ostrich, you try now. Good. No. That's not how you sing. Crow, give it a try. Oh God, is this how you sing?
Yes, teacher. That's how I sing.
Then you're doing it the wrong way. If you sing like this, you'll never be a good singing bird. All the chicks will go back home today, practice singing like the way I have shown you, and come back tomorrow to the class. Okay? Oh God, these chicks, I tell you, I really need a break.
Morning.
Yeah, hi, good morning. How's your day? Don't ask me. I've been trying to teach the chicks how to sing and they just can't get a hang of it. I tell you, the crow has been the worst of the lot.
You know what? I have the same problem. Don't ask me. How much I try these chicks, they just can't follow me. No matter what you do with the peacock, he just can't fly high. Perhaps I tell you, he's not fit for the normal school. He should be sent to the special school.
Yes, don't tell me. These chicks are very bad. They don't even listen to whatever we tell. We are not like this, Vivian. I think we need to report this to the principal.
Exactly.
I have heard of all your problems. I think we need to do something about this situation. Shall we improve the infrastructure and make learning a fun activity? What do you think we can do?
Yeah, I think I really need a mic in my class. So when I sing, I'm really loud and the chicks can listen to me and practice singing. I really need a mic.
Yes, I agree. We make learning a fun activity. So I have thought I'd put few charts in my class so that the chicks can know what our wings and feathers are made of and what they should consume to be strong enough. I thought I'd show them few videos also so that they can learn the technique of flying. Actually, I tell you, lot of learning is happening through imitations only, right?
Yeah, that seems to be an excellent idea. I think we arrange for the infrastructure.
Yeah, thank you. Oh, it's my class. Oh, that is Good morning.
Good morning.
How are you all?
Fine.
You know what? I have really interesting things to show you today. You all like seeing pictures?
Yes.
See, what can you see in this picture?
Birds are flying.
You want to know how birds fly?
Yes.
So let us continue our class of flying.
Yes.
So continue with the last class. What did we learn? We learned birds have feathers and wings that are very important for flying, right? Equally, the tail is also important. Look at your tails. Yes. The tails are very sleek and have fewer feathers on them.
Oh,
Peacock?
I have a question.
What?
My tail is not sleek. It is so long and full of feathers that it falls on the ground. Ostrich actually stepped on it. No, that's why I shouted.
Peacock, are you trying to teach me? Are you the teacher or am I? Ostrich, if you don't stop playing pranks with his tail, I will send you out of the class. Now say sorry to Peacock. I'll continue with this in the next class.
How was your day?
Not good at all. Don't ask me.
Why?
Even after showing pictures also, some chicks just can't, they're unable to understand actually. I tell you, no, these chicks, only the crow and the cuckoo know how to fly.
They're really very good students.
Good students. Come on, don't tell me that. The other day when I was taking a class to them how to build a nest, these chicks, you know, especially the cuckoo, she had all the dumb questions. She says she's never seen a nest, nor she's seen a mom build a nest. And she's very arrogant.
Okay, I agree. Improving infrastructure and teaching aids just seems this cannot help us. We actually need to take better help. Like, actually this is the age of computers, Googles and YouTube, right? We must make full use out of it so that the chicks can come up in life at least to become something in life.
Yes, I do agree. I think we need to better get away with the blackboards. Get Wi-Fi installed in all the classes. And also the projectors wall mounted. It's better we show them educational videos. And all these things I think should help the chicks better.
I think I'll try out the video.
Yes.
It's my class now.
Yeah.
Good morning, children. Would you like to watch a video?
Yes.
So watch the video. Everyone watch. Did you see the birds singing? Now I want each one of you to try singing, coming here, okay? We'll start with the crow. Crow, come here. Fast. Fast. Yeah, please sing. Caw. Caw. Oh God, the same thing again. You haven't practiced at home at all.
This is how I sing, teacher.
Shut up. You're not going to talk to me like that. Stretch your wings. Stretch. Stretch. Yes. Go back to your place. Don't giggle. Don't giggle. You're going to be in her place next. Yeah? Just imagine, Crow. All your friends are going to go to the next class and you're going to remain here. Will you feel good about it? What will you tell your mommy and papa? Mommy and papa will be happy with you? What not have we done for you, chicks? We have got the projectors wall mounted. We have got a full screen for you. We have got so many educational videos. But no improvement at all. I really think I need to take this up with the principal. Oh, here she is. Our experienced teachers have tried their level best to straighten out these chicks, but nothing worked. Now, we have called in experts from various fields to debate on this issue. Can you please tell us what we can do?
I think more money needs to be pumped to the sport. So let us make flying fields. I think we should give them laptops and CDs which they can take home. They can practice at home as well. That should be included in the syllabus.
Education must be based on evidence and facts. In this scientific era, we must have a scientific approach for teaching. Let us conduct a research on what is causing this problematic behavior in them. What is causing this attention deficit? Why are they not learning?
Okay. Yes, I do agree. I don't think we have to admit chicks whose mothers are working because they really don't pay attention at home and these chicks, they never learn anything.
That's true. Okay. Let us appoint the counselors. Let them talk to the chicks, to the parents and resolve the personal issues. How about introducing yoga and meditation, which will improve their focus?
Ma'am, I think that's a really nice idea to introduce meditation.
It was decided that researchers from the Harvard University should be invited to conduct studies on the chick's brain. As a result, many papers were published and many books were written. The school became famous. The chicks were taught about their child rights. Some concerned individual advised that these chicks need some time alone. Not understanding what he or she truly meant, an hour of silence and meditation was included in the already overly packed timetable. The only thing the chicks were not allowed was the little thing they so dearly wanted, to be free and to be what they actually are. Whenever they did try to be themselves, they were put back on track and straightened out. In fact, they were looked down upon for being ungrateful and impertinent. Time and again they were reprimanded. We're doing so much for you, spending so much on you, and you don't even care. Over the years, the little chicks did end up learning a few things, but lost the interest in learning as a whole. They slowly became dependent on the very school system they earlier wanted to break out from. They internalized the fact that the people around them were indeed doing them a favor, that they and their future generations need the support of this wonderful schooling system to be educated. One day, the school ended and the chicks were free, but they were so scared to fly and to sing and to build nests that they feared failure, for they feared judgment, for they feared what others would think about them. They felt comfortable doing what everyone around them did. They basically became one among the crowd. Their dreams were reduced to being a rat in the rat race. In the end, a lot of people made a lot of money on the little bird's education. Everyone benefited except the actual birds.
Satire on education. Very meaningful. We should go in all my schools and teachers training colleges.
So to celebrate Dr. Maria Montessori's birthday, we would like Mr. Prithvi and Mr. Raja Shankar to come and cut the cake.
Eat alive.
Yes, that's why we've asked you to come.
Something alive. ಹೌದಣ್ಣ ಜಾಸ್ತಿ
So beautiful, you don't feel like cutting it. No, it's so nice, you don't feel like cutting it. Come, all of you, come.
Come.
All of you, I think, can come. Kalsana ma'am.
Ma'am, Johnson.
ಯಾರು ಏನು ಮಾಡ್ತೀರೋ ಅವ್ರ ಮಾತ್ರ ಕೇಳಿ.
Happy birthday to you.
Happy
birthday, Dr. Maria. Happy birthday to you. God bless you.
I'm sure Maria Montessori would have been very happy with the cake. ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಿದ್ದಾರೆ ಅವಾಗ ಕಟ್ ಮಾಡಿ ತಗೊಂಡು ಹೋಗ್ತಾರೆ ಹಂಗೆ
Where our roots are, the children must be taught to feel and live in harmony with the earth. So to express this in the form of, we are singing in the form of a song. The name of the song is Amma Ninna Edeyadadalli. The song is composed by B.R. Lakshman Rao. It is one of the most popular Kannada songs. The song depicts the wishes of the poet to break free from the protective love of Mother Earth, which is sometimes limiting.
ಸ್ಟಾರ್ಟ್ ಆಗ್ಬೋದು ಚೆನ್ನಾಗಿದೆ
Rangoli competition. Last word starts singing. Okay, so now we have Pavitra and team again depicting the life of Maria Montessori in the form of a dance.
all of us had a great time in putting up this show.
Very nice.
Thanks for your support